There's a drag queen called Jackie Potato who's got this really good trick, which is basically laying an egg into a frying pan from somewhere. And they went next door in a jockstrap to buy some eggs. And then that got me into all sorts of mischief. I'm Colin Rothbart, I'm 49 years old, and this is my house, The Shed. For the last 14 or so years, we've been putting on parties which are sort of like a safe space for the LGBT community and their friends. This place became the place to go when the clubs shut. A lot of our friends who were performers or DJs, drag queens, came here and we did some really fun parties. So this is The Shed, and this is the light up dance floor. We've got a laser. This is a fan, which is a Beyonce type, blow your weave around. It can blow everyone's drink over and everything else over as well. Typical party, DJs here in the lounge. We have DJs in the shed. We have sometimes people in the hot tub. I've met people even abroad that have said, oh, I've been to your house. I was like, you're joking. Or people that have met their partners. It's a sort of like a social service-ish, and it's fun as well. When we first started, it was just like 30 of us. And then now it can be a lot more than that. I knew it was getting big when it got busy. I mean, basically. So a lot of people say that the outside of my house looks like the aftermath of a tsunami, but also the inside of the house does too. So I got this. This is like a New York traffic light. I'll put that out later. Ooh. We've got this. Someone gave me this. I don't know what it is. It's like a drag queen's legs that have been chopped off. People are very nice actually because they've had really good times here. They do just go, look, do you want this? Do you want that? We've got DJs in here tonight. We'll have Noisey playing tonight. We've had Danny Rampling, we've had Mark Moore, we've had Shay Malch, we've had Hannah Holland, Grace Sands coming tonight as well. We have like loads of drag queens, obviously, and we trip over drag queens and DJs in this house. It's quite ad hoc, and people don't mind that actually. I think they quite like it. It's a bit sort of like DIY. This is my shrine to my dead prawn, Dawn the prawn, that I've also had to immortalise on my arm. And this is her. I stuffed her and put her in a tank. And there she is on a dildo. Can you see? I'm a Jewish boy from northwest London. I come from quite a large family, and my mum was always quite extrovert and liked hosting stuff. So maybe that's where I get it from. My parents have been here, but not during a party. They used to see all the pictures that I put on Facebook and they thought it was funny actually. They'd roll their eyes. In the last 15 years, what I've noticed is that drag queens have really upped their game, probably because of things like RuPaul's Drag Race. Like when we first started doing parties, it was quite messy drag. Now, I mean, it's like flawless drag. It's absolutely amazing. I sort of miss those old days. In those days, it was like quite punky to be a drag queen, whereas now, I think everyone wants to be a drag queen. It's really important that people know that it is a house. It isn't a nightclub. People do live here. One time I was in my room actually, and this couple went, excuse me, can you just like get out because we're trying to like, you know, shag. I was like, no, I can't. This is my room. I went, oh, is it? And yeah, sorry. We have had during parties, people that have just wandered in and they heard it was like a gay thing. And they would just go, God, what is it? We thought it would be like guys bumming in every room. Well, sorry, it's not. It's just people dancing. So sometimes it gets a little bit stressful having to police that. Ethos-wise, as long as you're nice, as long as you're friendly, as long as you respect everybody, then you're welcome. Love you. I love you. This is our lovely pole, and these are my hands. I put them there, it looks like on the 12th of February 2011, to christen this pole, which has seen quite a lot of action. And it's really hard. You have to have a lot of upper body strength, and unfortunately, I'm actually concentrating mainly on my lower body strength. So this is the hot tub, or the jacuzzi. We have had lots of fun in there. We've done things like hot tub Ouija, where we've tried to contact the ghost of Barbara Cartland. As you can see, I have decided not to open it. I will open it at the end of the night. So I think it sort of like changes the dynamic. We've got a pond there with loads of fish. People have fallen in that before. Not ideal. No fish were harmed. Stud and slut signs, which is basically saying a woman is called a slut and a man is called a stud. It's not very fair, is it? So it's basically they've mixed it up. People do make a mess. It is a nightmare to clean up. Oh my God. It's like, takes like 15 hours, probably. We find a lot of weaves. We find a lot of fake boobs. Sometimes people have been sick in the plant pot. Sometimes find underwear behind the back of the sofa. We have been doing this for a long time now, so we have party-proofed the house. So we have got flooring, which is wiped clean. We have got stairs, which are wiped clean. One time, actually, we painted the shed dance floor pink, and that was a mistake because we didn't realise that the paint doesn't dry unless it's over 10 degrees. So basically, the whole house was covered in pink paint everywhere. People were putting things like fur coats down and designer handbags and what all over, ruined, hundreds of pounds worth of damage. That was a nightmare. Yeah, expensive mistakes. Oh, oh no, that was, no wonder it was so heavy. 10 years ago, it wasn't maybe as soundproofed as it could have been, and we did have a couple of parties that got a little bit crazy. They used to call up and just go, "What is it tonight? The fucking cat's birthday." I did get a noise complaint, and it basically says, "It is alleged that you have frequent gatherings at your property. Loud shouting and excessive music has been heard playing throughout the night, and we were informed that some of your visitors have caused alarm to your neighbours by loitering outside your property, unclothed and or in their underwear." So when I read that, when I got this complaint, I actually thought, oh, who would have been like walking around outside my house naked? And then I thought, Jackie Potato. There's a drag queen called Jackie Potato who's got this really good trick, which is basically laying an egg, you can imagine, into a frying pan from somewhere. And they went next door in a jockstrap to the shop next door to buy some eggs. And that was, I think, the final straw. It wasn't good then, but now, different kettle of fish, completely. So now we get on pretty well with the neighbours, actually. They come to the party sometimes. One of them might say, "Oh, you had a party last night," and I know that's like a cue for me saying, "Okay, I'll go and do your shopping." It brings a bit of colour to the neighbourhood. And actually, it's quite a nice melting pot that we have here. You get all sorts. You get like you gay guys, you get lesbians, you get drag queens, you get straight people, all ages as well. Everyone mixes together and just has a really good time. And everyone looks out for each other, actually. That's what's really nice. We've been very good and lucky.